712 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 2515, shortest distance to target string in a circular array. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as well. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. You are given a zero index circular string array words and a string target. A circular array means that the array's end connects to the array's beginning. Formally, the next element of words of I is words of I plus 1 mod n, and the previous element of words of I is words of I minus 1 plus n mod n, where n is the length of words. Starting from the start index, you can move to either the next word or the previous word with one step at a time. Return the shortest distance needed to reach the string target. If the string target does not exist, if the string target does not exist in words, return -1. All right, y'all, so that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So, in example 1, we have our input words equals an array of strings hello, I am, LeetCode, hello. Target equals hello, and start index is equal to 1. The output is also 1. So let's take a look at the explanation to see how they got this output from this input, right? So it says we're going to start at index 1 and can reach hello by. So start index means we're going to start at index 1, which is this I, and we want to find the shortest distance needed to reach the string target. And in this case, the string target is hello. Boom, right here. So we're starting at I, we want the shortest distance. They give us all the different ways we could reach hello, because remember there's two hellos. There's a hello here and a hello here. So we can move 3 units to the right and reach index 4, and we'll reach hello right here. Boom, by going 1, 2, 3. Then we could move 2 units to the left and reach index 4. Remember, this array is a circle, so we could go 1, 2 and reach hello like that. That's going to take 2 units. We can move 4 units to the right to reach index 0. So we could go start here and we could go 1, 2, 3, loop back around to 4. Boom. Or we can move 1 unit to the left to reach index 0. The shortest distance to reach hello is 1, right? So, or we could just go 1 to the left and reach hello like that, right? And that would be the shortest distance. And since we want the shortest distance, that's what we're going to return 1, because we only need to move 1 unit from here, or 1 index from here to reach hello. Even though there were other paths we could have taken with longer distances. So just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 2. So in example 2, our input words equals an array of strings A, B, LeetCode, target equals LeetCode, and start index equals 0. This time the output is still 1. Explanation says we start from index 0 and can reach LeetCode by, we can move 2 units to the right to reach index 2, so we could start right here and go 1, 2, boom, then we're at LeetCode. Or we can move 1 unit to the left to reach index 2. So remember, we're starting right here and it's a circle, so we could just loop around and hit LeetCode that way, and that's the way we're going to choose, because that's the shortest distance to reach LeetCode is 1, and that's just going from here and wrapping around to here, because remember this array is a circle, so the output is 1. Now let's take a look at example 3 where it's impossible. So in example 3, our input words equals a string I, E, LeetCode, target is 8, start index is 0, the output is -1. It says since 8 does not exist in words, we return -1. So since 8 does not appear up here, there is no 8, we just will return -1. Boom, like it says to do if the string target does not exist in words, return -1. Boom. So now that we understand the question, y'all, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. Solution is not that difficult at all. Now, first thing we're going to do is, if the starting position already matches the target, then the distance is 0. So we could just say if words, square bracket, start index, come outside of that, equals target, then we can open up the brackets and we can return 0. Now we need to get the total number of words in the circular array. So we'll come underneath this, we'll come underneath this and we'll say let n equal words.count. Boom. Now we only need to search up to half of the array because beyond that we'd be revisiting positions from the other direction. So we'll say let half equal, open up the parentheses, n divided by 2. Boom. Then we need the offset. We're going to create an offset to represent how far we move from the start index. So we'll declare a variable called offset, set that equal to 0. Boom. Now we're going to expand outward from the start index in both directions. So we're going to come underneath this and we'll say while offset is less than or equal to half, we're going to open up the brackets and we're going to expand outward from the start index in both directions, or that's how we expand outward from start index in both directions. Then we need to check the direction clockwise, which will be start index plus 1 plus offset is going to move forward step by step, and mod n will ensure we wrap around the array and give it that circular behavior that we're looking for. So we're going to say if words square bracket, open up the parentheses, start index plus 1 plus offset, come outside of those parentheses, we're going to say mod n, come outside the square bracket, equals target, then we're going to open up the brackets and we can say return offset plus 1. Boom. Now we're going to check the backwards direction or counterclockwise, and start index minus 1 minus offset is how we're going to represent that, but it's going to be adjusted with plus n to avoid negative index, and mod n ensures proper circular wrapping. So we'll come underneath this if, start another if, and we'll say if words square bracket, open up the parentheses, start index minus 1 plus n minus offset, come outside of those parentheses, still inside the square brackets, we're going to say mod n, come outside the square bracket, equals target. We're going to open up the brackets and we're going to return offset plus 1. Boom. Then we're going to increase the distance and continue searching by coming underneath this, and we're going to say offset plus equals 1. Then finally, if the target is not found in the array, then we could just come all the way down here underneath this while, and we could just say return -1, y'all. Boom. That should be all she wrote. Let's go ahead and give it a run. Make sure it runs before we submit it. Oh, sorry, y'all. It should be -1, not -1. Oops. Moving too fast. Now let's run it. Let's run it. It's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it and make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. Boom, and look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, y'all. So before we go, make sure you get one more look at the code. This is the top part. This is the bottom. And yeah, y'all, with that being said, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.